David in Cardiff, is Labour being cruel or kind?
Good morning, Jeremy. I think they're being cruel.
Tell us why.
As an example, my father-in-law, he's 55. He's diagnosed with PTSD. He had a heart transplant 3 years ago. Before that, he underwent being defibrillated in excess of 20 times over a 3-year period. He is afraid to go out of his own house. He cannot be around people. Noise, sounds set him off. And to hear Labour MPs on the television over the weekend saying that mental illness is being overdiagnosed and that people with mental illness, all they need is to get back into work, I don't think some of these people really understand what they're talking about.
But he's had several heart attacks, has he, your father-in-law?
He had 2 heart attacks.
Yeah.
He contracted a heart disease known as sarcoid, which then resulted over a 3-year period in him being defibrillated 23 times.
I see. So he's got PTSD from that, basically, has he?
Yes.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, sympathy with him. I don't know how he can work there. He's 55. He's still young, but maybe he still will get benefits at the end of this process. I don't know. What was he doing before, David? What was his job?
He was in car sales. He was a sales manager. He'd worked all his life since the age of 16. You know, he isn't someone who's shied away or shirked from working. He's done his bit. It's a good example of where a particular mental illness is not being overdiagnosed, I would respectfully say. Thank you, David. Dylan in Kent, hello.
Hello, Jeremy.
Is Labour being cruel or fair?
I think they're being fair, to be honest with you. I'm actually on benefits myself. Well, I'm on the PIP. I'll get a PIP. I'll get the travel PIP and stuff. What it was, I've always worked. I worked in construction, and during COVID, I had the AstraZeneca jab, and it gave me a blood clot in my neck. So I had a stroke from that. It's called a TIA, transient ischemic attack. And I've not had the use of my left arm or left hand since then properly, and I'm still trying to get it back. But also I suffer from Crohn's, and at the time where I went for my scans and that, my colon was quite bad. So I've got a stoma at the moment, a temporary stoma, and that's really hard to get by, like live with. If you're like from 100% fit, I've got a bag on my stomach and I have to go and see my nurses every Tuesday and Friday because I can't do it. I can't put the bag on myself because I can't use my left arm and my left hand.
Mate.
But I'm trying to get myself, I'm desperately trying to get myself back into work. But what I've noticed is then when you speak to some people, I think the checks need to be a lot stricter, like when they're giving benefits, because there are people out there that are just, they do say, oh yeah, I'm depressed and this and that, and like, oh, they'll give money to alcoholics. I'm alcoholic. So an alcoholic, if you give him more money, he's just going to drink.
And what do you think, Andrew? Let me bring in Andrew, Dylan.
No, I agree with him there. There's got to be more stringent checks. Those who genuinely are disabled and cannot work. But I do also think, Jeremy, that everybody's got an ability to give something, even if it's over the telephone or something like that, just to help them with their peace of mind.
I suppose, call centre jobs mean a lot of people can work from home. They can work from their bedroom.
Yeah. I mean, it might even be part-time or, just to get people into work. I think it's giving them that chance, really. But
the employer's got to give you the job. I mean, it's not that easy to get.
No, of course it's not.
The gentleman who's had 23 heart attacks or whatever, that's...
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
That's horrific. Can you imagine that? No wonder he's got PTSD.
Well...